Hi, Steve McGee in Parliament again. Today being the 29th of August, Thursday the 29th of August. Just a bit of a quick wrap up. I'll try and not hold you up for too long. This week in Parliament, a whole heap of events. The Victorian Nursery and Horticultural presentation in Queen's Hall, fantastic presentation, great plants, native plants, trees, things like that, everything to do with nursery and horticulture. Fantastic event. So it was really great to catch up, and we'll post some photos during the course of the week. Victoria University were here earlier in the week talking about themselves, and they had a bit of a showcase and provided us all with a bit of a bag, shopping bag with a few little goodies in there. So Victorian University should be and is the University of the West. So we look forward to what their plans are in the future, and in particular into Melton, of what they're planning to do. So they'll come out hopefully shortly to let us know what they intend doing in Melton. They still own the facility in Rees Road that the Aliman School are leasing at the moment. So we'll wait and see what Victoria Uni have got planned. There was a big interfaith presentation. The local member, Luba Grigorovich, had arranged this for Imam Hussein and the celebration of Imam Hussein. Many Muslim faith leaders and community leaders came into Parliament, and there were some presentations on that day, and it was quite interesting. A cross-section of our Muslim community here in Parliament House. So Red Cross were also here, Red Cross and Lifeblood. It's great to see. I did have a discussion with them about setting up a permanent site in Melton. We're going to have some further discussions about that. I have written to Lifeblood before about that. But Red Cross, it's their 110th anniversary, a great organisation helping and supporting communities and community members. So it was great to see them come into Parliament. Also, AMRI, which is our Medical Research Institute, did a presentation in regard to medical research and the collectiveness of all of those research centres and what they do. And, medical research is about, obviously, hopefully prevention of medical issues, but if not, better treatments, better medications, prevention, education, great collective of fantastic research agencies within Victoria, and we lead not only this country but the world in medical research. So good on them, and it was great to see them. The Western Homelessness Agencies came in yesterday, Wednesday. It was always great to catch up with them. They're so passionate about what they do and trying to assist people in need to have a roof over their head, and it's difficult times, but we're working very closely with all the Western MPs and the Western Homelessness Agencies. They do a great job. We'll continue to try and support them. We've got to try and find more houses to become available for people to be able to have access to short-term emergency and also longer-term, more social and public housing and affordable housing. So we're all working closely on that. And the Parliamentary Friends for Diabetes had a presentation today where Diabetes Victoria came in, and again, a number of their medical researchers, their doctors, people with lived experiences with diabetes, and all of the improvements were discussed around trying to make it better with people that are suffering from diabetes, like myself. I type 2 diabetic, but I could live a daily life without being hampered by the effects of diabetes. So it's great, and the medical professionals in that area are incredible, and the medical researchers are just doing a wonderful job, and we would hope that we can reduce the amount of people or stop the growing rate of diabetes, not only in Melton and across Victoria, but right across Australia. So, and a really big issue and presentation earlier in the week were the people from the Truth and Treaty Council and Yuruk. They were here, and it was fantastic to hear from them about the progress of treaty discussions and negotiations and where we should be getting to in Victoria. So far as Parliament goes, I did a member statement earlier in the week and rattled off a few things that are happening in Melton, and that was good. and a few visits that I had and some ministers that had been out. So that was really good. The legislation that we've been debating this week was the health legislation, which I spoke on today, and also the Melbourne Convention Exhibition Trust Amendment Bill. They were the two that I was to speak on. I actually didn't get to the Melbourne Convention Trust Bill because they ran out of time. A beautiful speech made up for that one, and didn't get there. So, but I did go to the Melbourne Convention and Exhibition Centre last Saturday to the Indian Wedding and Business Expo, and it was great. But while I was down there, there were many tens of thousands of people there dressed up in different costumes for Anamaga or anime or whatever, however they call it. It's like a different planet for me. But I might even engage next year and get dressed up and go along next year, and wouldn't that be a surprise for a few people? But anyway, it was an incredible day, and many thousands of people enjoyed themselves there last week, not only at the Indian Wedding Expo, but at the Anamaga Festival or conference, whatever it might have been. But it was quite interesting, quite interesting. And tomorrow, Friday the 30th, is Jersey Day, and Jersey Day is about donating organs, and you can wear any jersey. Doesn't have to be this one. It can be a football jumper or a soccer top or basketball, netball top, whatever it might be. So it's Jersey Day tomorrow. Just remember it. The whole reason for it is about, encouraging people to make sure they're registered to donate organs to save lives. That's what it does, saves lives. And also tomorrow is Wear It Purple Day. So if you've got a jersey that's purple, like Melbourne Storms, you got two eggs in one basket there. So Wear It Purple Day is obviously showing support for the LGBTIQ community, and we need to support them because they have a higher level of mental health issues and things like that, and we need to support the LGBTIQ community by wearing purple, and I must remember to do that. I think I've got a Melbourne Storm scarf or something like that. I'll drag something out. And finally, the great people from Legacy were here today selling badges and raising money for Legacy, who support our veterans and veterans families. Got a little Legacy bear. They do an amazing job over many, many decades, and it's really, if you buy a badge or a pen or a bear, you're really giving money to them to support families of our veterans and supporting veterans themselves who have fought for this country and fought for our safety and protected us. So it's a really important reason to donate to Legacy, and they do a great job, and it's great to see them here. And we've got photos of most of this stuff that I've rattled on about today, and we'll try and post some of this stuff during the course of the week. Back in Melton tomorrow, the diary is looking like it's crazy. Still opening up many things in Melton, parks, many parks. We did one last week down at Black Knight Way, and I'm doing one again tomorrow in Kurrajong. But there's many events that we'll see some new facilities, new football club rooms and things like that. That'll be opening up within the next week. So there's plenty to do. So I'll see you out there in Melton. Thanks very much. Signing off from Parliament.